Like that age group at all?
No, none of my staff are level 7 or 8. They're only 5 and 6.
Okay.
So when I suppose when they're offering the higher capitation and bursaries and stuff like that. So I said I've 2 girls trained already, one in 8 and one in 7.
So then, because of the ECCE and the higher cap, are you placing obviously the higher qualified staff with?
Yes.
So if you had like
higher capitation for all of the whole place, would I still do it the same way?
Yeah, like what is it incentivizing you to push the higher qualified staff?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And it's also given us the incentive to, I mean, the courses I suppose are, they're expensive, to do the level 8s and that. So I said I paid for the staff to go and do it, which is great. They're happy to do it. I'm happy to pay it, and we will see obviously the financial reward over the next few years. I think it would be great. I think I did make that as a note. I think it would be great to see more incentives for, the nursery staff and that. Do they need it? Do they need that level of training? Does any of them need that level of training? I'm not sure.
Okay, and why are you not sure?
I just think because we're dealing with under 6s, that way, and I think I see the girls who are level 5 and level 6 trained, and the way they stimulate the children, and that I don't know, is there this massive need for the level 8 and 9
across the board?
Yeah, or anywhere.
Okay.
But that's I think my staff they would be experienced in that, and I think they're doing a great job. The girls who've done level 8 and level 7, are they any better? I don't really think they are. That's.
So are you kind of saying that the experience is more important than?
Yeah.
So your staff have obviously been here for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So they have huge experience. They know how this place runs and everything.
Yeah.
So that to you is more important.
Experience is definitely more important. I do think. I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't. They definitely should have qualifications, because it's obviously important when I said you're with other people's children, but I think it's the experience that you get from, I suppose, even from having your own children, but also from working in a creche, is just so important. Yeah. I suppose, would I take on somebody with level 5 and 10 years experience, or some with level 8 and no years experience, or even 2 years experience?
What would you do?
Oh, I'd take on the experience person.
Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose if you knew my staff, they're here 20 odd years, working with children and working with families and stimulating the children and knowing what to do and what not to do, and in every different situation, if a child is sick, it's priceless, that experience, that way. The level 8 is great, the girls have it, and I think it's, I suppose it prepares you a lot for talking and dealing with parents. You can kind of nearly put you can, rather than just knowing what you're talking about, you can talk about it more confidently to the parents. That definitely helps. So the level 8 and 9 staff will be able to, if a parent challenges you, and we have had it that a parent will challenge us, why is this child not sitting down, learning his numbers, learning his sounds? You can sit down and tell them, well, this is what I've learned in college, I have a level 8 degree, and this is what I've been told, and they listen to you.
So do you feel they've more expert knowledge then?
Expert knowledge, which is important to give to the parents.
Yeah.
That way, I think the parents appreciate the fact that the staff are well trained, and they like to know that their children are in good hands, I suppose. Mind you, I said the majority of parents are delighted just to be here, and they know that they have staff of worlds of experience. But I said, there was one family, and they weren't Irish, but they challenged us on our way of, I suppose, the ECC room. Why was this child not sitting down learning? Why was he not coming home with copybooks like her brothers and sisters' children were back in Spain? So, myself and the Montessori teacher in the class, we sat down and we told her basically the way things have changed over the years in Ireland, and the Department of Education, what they want to see us doing and that. So she went away happy then, that way, and yeah, she is very happy. But I think it was, if I had just said, look, this is just the way we're doing it, she wouldn't have been happy with that.
Yeah.
But because we have training, and I suppose I said the girl in the room, she level 8 degree, and this is what she learned, and this is what I think that comforted her. So I suppose for the parents.
So the parents have more respect then for the higher qualifications?
Yeah, which is wrong, but I suppose in this case anyway, definitely, yeah.
And do you find a difference with what the parents want with the older and the younger age groups then? You're kind of alluding there that the ECCE group might want them to be learning their words, learning their letters, ready for school.
I mean, that was the way, but I said now we'd be quite clear that to parents that we go with the children, what the children want to do, and the children are ready to learn. And we'd make that very clear from a very young age that, you know, they say, oh, he knows all his colours, and we say that's because he was interested in learning his colours. And we were very, I suppose, you know, to let parents know that things have changed so much from maybe the way they are in different countries, or maybe when they were in Montessori or whatever it is. So just to let parents aware of this is how we're doing it, that we're going with the children's wants and needs.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we here now? So, yeah. So what makes up what you offer for the under threes? Like what
we do every day.
Yeah. Like what's part of the care and the education that you offer for the under threes?
For the under threes. So I suppose even in the nursery and in the next room will be a little bit different, but I suppose overall, I mean, a lot of it is feeding and sleeping and stuff like that. But then the other part is just stimulating them on short activities, you know, painting, colouring, jigsaws, Lego, you know, teaching them if they want to know as well, doing sounds and, you know, doing small group time and stuff like that. Like the kids even in the nursery, they go in, they'll know their colours and they'll know the sounds all the animals make, and that's just all through play, like, you know, sitting down and taking out the box of farm animals and what does this animal say. And I think it's very important that, you know, you're kind of inviting the children. You know, there's 3 staff in the room and one person sits down with the animals, and whoever wants to come and get involved, that they do. And it's not, you know, being fed to them, it's if they want to come.
And what was I going to say? Do you have a key worker system then?
Yeah, not really, because we do the staff don't work 5 days, so that's...
Oh, okay, yeah. And the likes of the sleeping, the nappy changing, the feeding, like, do you find that's an important time for those children?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
In what way?
Yeah, I mean, like, even feeding time in the nursery, like, we don't use high chairs. We have 2 high chairs in the nursery for the really small ones who just don't sit down to eat, but generally they all sit down at the table, they all get their meal, and we try and encourage them to feed themselves. It's social time, it's learning, it's vitally important as well. Sleep time is important because obviously if they're tired, they're not going to learn and grow on that, but it's all a big part of the day. And they eat so often in the day, like come in, they have their breakfast when they come in, and then they have their fruit snack, and then it's their main meal, and then they have another meal then at 3 o'clock. Like, it does, but it's all good, and like they all help, like even just hand out the spoons, and you know, they take the chairs down, like it's all learning, and
so you're giving them responsibility, and
they're working together as a little team, you know, and even you see them picking up, even in the nursery, like picking up little chairs and moving them back from the table, you know, when the meal is over. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, it's really lovely. Like,
so that's the children between like 1 and 2.
That's children between 1 and 2. Yeah. And I mean the other room, sure, like they nearly cook the dinner for you themselves. Like, you know, I mean they're brilliant. They're just amazing. Yeah. You ask them as well, you know, what portion size do they want? You want a big dinner today or a small dinner? And giving them choice all the time, you know, that way, and even handing out the cups. If you hand out the cups today, and you know, little jobs and stuff like that. So it's all.
And is that something that you have, as the manager, kind of implemented, or is that something that the staff, like, who is in charge of the daily routine and how things?
I suppose like that, because the girls are here so long, it would have started from, you know, I suppose 10 years ago. Would it be, no, not even less, probably 7 years ago, I would have had my own Montessori class up to 7 years ago. I would have had my own class, and I suppose we all kind of did things the same way, and it was all, and that even before Ashtra and all that, I was always very much into not having strict Montessori and all. It was all about, you know, freedom of choice as well. I always think that they've all just caught up with me, like.
Okay. You know, so you have kind of informed the practice then.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it works well. Yeah. You know, but I'm very much open to staff suggestions, and I won't say this is the way you do it and that's it, like, you know. And even with the layers, the classrooms, you know, kind of, we have our home corner, we have our messy corner and all that. But, you know, if the girls have an idea and they want to try it, by all means try it. And that goes back to, as well, the staff, I suppose, feeling empowered as well, and, you know, that this is their room and having pride in their room as well, and not this is just the way Valerie wants it. Yeah. You know, and if I come in and say, how does that work? And they say, yeah, actually it's probably not working great, you might put it back that way, or if it's working, then that's fine, you know, once it's in keeping with what we should be doing. But it's kind of important to keep them all happy. That's good. Staff, kids and parents, I do say.
Absolutely. You're last.
Don't worry about me. They're happy, I'm happy. Sorry, I should turn that off.
So are there any initiatives or changes in policy that you feel would benefit the children under 3?
Yeah, not really. The only thing I feel I